Hi there, this is Solitaire Ronin from Solitaire Ronin Films, and welcome to a special kind of unboxing video. I came across something in eBay and I felt compelled to buy it, and then when I thought about it, it's like, do I really need that? But it's arrived today, and the answer is definitely yes. I need this. It's the 50th anniversary box set of Lawrence of Arabia, and it's an absolute beauty. Wow. It's got a fantastic picture on the front. It's got the list of contents in the back. I mean, Lawrence of Arabia, people might say, nowadays it's not historically accurate, or, Alec Guinness is playing an Arab. But it is just one of the greatest cinematic achievements ever. Yes, the second half might not be as good as the first half, but they just don't make films like Lawrence of Arabia anymore. If they made it today, it would all be CGI. When they made it, they had a team of people to, between takes, brush the desert and get rid of all the footprints. When I became interested in films, Lawrence of Arabia was one of the films that my dad loves. He actually took his dad to see it when it came out in the early 60s, and it was in a cinema with wraparound screens. And obviously Lawrence of Arabia, on any screen is impressive. When I watch it on my projector on my wall in 100 inches, it's amazing. So to have seen it in a wraparound cinema would have just been mind-blowing. So Lawrence of Arabia is kind of a special film for me, because it's one of my dad's favourite films. So obviously I have it on Blu-ray, but this is the 50th anniversary collector's edition. So it has an 88-page coffee table book with behind the scenes photos. It's got an individually numbered 70mm mounted film frame. It has 3 Blu-ray discs, one with the film, and a Secrets of Arabia pictures and graphics track. The second disc is extras. Peter O'Toole revisits Lawrence of Arabia, the making of Lawrence of Arabia, a conversation with Spielberg, a bit about the camels and how they were cast, In Search of Lawrence, Romance of Arabia, Wind, Sand and Star, the making of a classic, 1970 version, newsreel footage of the New York premiere, theatrical advertising campaigns. The third Blu-ray disc, which is exclusive to this beast, has got never before released deleted scene with an introduction, The Lure of the Desert, Martin Scorsese again on Lawrence of Arabia, Lawrence at 50, a classic restored, In Love with the Desert, King Hussein visits Lawrence of Arabia set, Wind, Sand and Star, original 1963 version, and archival interviews with William Friedkin, Sidney Pollack, and another one with Steven Spielberg. trailers and TV spots, and also has the soundtrack CD with 2 previously unreleased tracks. So I'll just try and open this up and show you what it actually consists of. So we'll just get rid of the sleeve. I mean, the thing about Lawrence of Arabia, there's so much in it, and it kind of different things appeal to different people. So you can have people who are interested in history, and again, it might not be 100% historically accurate, but for me it was more about Lawrence the man. One of those bizarre casting choices. Albert Finney was originally going to be Lawrence before Peter O'Toole took the role, and you just can't imagine anybody but Peter O'Toole. But there's great things about, when he lights the match at the start and puts out his fingers, and then one of the other guys goes, "What's the trick?" And then he does it and he burns his fingers, and then he goes, "Well, what's the trick?" It hurts. And Lawrence of Arabia says, "Well, the trick is not to mind that it hurts." And then there's a great bit about, throughout the course of the film, he kills a couple of people, and then he's having a conversation with Jack Hawkins about, there was something about it, and Jack Hawkins says, "Well, of course, killing, it's not ideal." But Peter O'Toole says, "Well, I had a bigger problem because I actually kind of liked it." So there's this kind of dark, underlying thing about kind of sadism and masochism. I probably think that Lawrence of Arabia was probably a psychopath, probably had psychopathic tendencies, and that's the kind of stuff that interests me. But again, it is such, I'm not the biggest fan of epics per se, but Lawrence of Arabia is the epic to end all epics. So again, this has a sleeve, so you have the box with the book. I have to say, I'm actually quite excited. So we have the 80-page book, which has a foreword by Spielberg. I'm not going to go through every page, but it is rather beautiful. And it's got a closing word by Martin Scorsese. Again, I'm probably not showing it very well. Yeah, I mean that. There's shots in Lawrence of Arabia that just make you. I mean, that shot is wonderful, and then obviously the transition to the rising sun is just spectacular. The performances are awesome. I hope you can kind of appreciate the gorgeosity of this book. It's quite spectacular, just like the film is. So then you have an authentic film frame, and the limited edition number is frame 49,189. I don't know whether you can see that. It's Alec Guinness and Anthony Quinn. That's rather awesome. And then you also get the film, what a bonus. And you also get a digital code. So you get disc 1, disc 2, disc 3 and the soundtrack. So I have to say I can only thank the person on eBay who decided to sell it. I'm not exactly sure why he would sell it, but never mind. Quite happy they did. And it wasn't for ridiculous amount of money. It's just a film that is easily in my top, this imaginary top 125 or 150 that I keep talking about that one day I'll do, but it's kind of, it's a film that means a lot to me personally, and also just from a cinematic standpoint. There's not too many films that have the ability to kind of just make your jaw drop as Lawrence of Arabia. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing the inside of this box. Let me know your feelings on Lawrence of Arabia, or any other films that have a kind of special meaning to you in regards family members, or the first film you saw with your parents or something like that. And thank you very much for watching this kind of impromptu video, but it just came in this afternoon and I just had to do something with it because it is absolutely beautiful. So this is Solitary Ronin, a slightly excited Solitary Ronin, saying thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again. Farewell.